Hello YouTube. I've got here something quite funny. I've received here 2 parcels today. These are both eBay parcels, and I still have the original elastic which was provided by the post office. Now one had a stamp which was purchased in the post office, and one just the sufficient amount of stamps on the box. The box is the same, but it's also glued together differently, and also the postage address labels were different. So maybe it's just a coincidence that I received two identical parcels. So the question is from the same person or not, and that's what I'm here for, to find it out, and together with you. You see also the way the boxes are closed, so clearly there is a difference. So maybe let's first look into this parcel here. It's not very heavy. Actually, they actually weigh almost the same. Let me get the scales. Oh, they happen to be just handy. Right, let's see. Okay, so the first one, 271. Can you see it? No, you can't see it. It's 271 gram. Can you see it like this? Yeah, like 260 gram and 181 gram. So 100 gram difference between the 2 parcels. But is there a difference in content or not? Let's look at the first one. So clearly a reused parcel box. It's good. A lot of sellotape, because the way the box has been reassembled, which is obviously, it would hold without tape, but then it wouldn't be secure. It's a clever way of reassembling a box. However, if you have to tape it down, it's not ideal. And now I can just literally just open it up like this. Right, inside this weighs something, and I will have to look into every of these individually. In here we have a, looks like a Graphar locomotive, and the sidings are missing here, but otherwise it looks quite beautiful. What's the second little parcel? The second little parcel is another Graphar engine. Again, the sidings, the sidings are missing. And the third is another Graphar, but here everything seems to be present. And of course, no, that's it. So we've got one box which is full of Graphar stuff. I'll just put this box to the side here, and now let's carry on with the second box. Well, sorry for all the stamp collectors which are watching this. I'm sure right now you'll be very traumatized, but then collecting stamps is just a tough business, is it? This seems to be something completely different. Here's a delivery sheet which tells me what I've purchased, and the other thing is, here, professional eBay sticker, holding it all together, at risk that the sticker touches the goods wagon. So we have here, that's a Lima transport wagon, and this looks like a Minitrix goods wagon. Oh no, it's a Trix West Germany. The screw is a bit rusty, but otherwise, I mean, all buffers are present. Pretty good material. Otherwise, some Fleischmann on couplers, paper, You always have to make sure that nothing is actually hidden away in this paper, and paper. So this here was in the box. Judge yourself whether this is an over-proportionate box or not. And let's just say this is the same box here, this here as well, in this in the same size box. Again, very over-proportionate. Anyhow, so we have these three things, and so what's next is we want to see whether these locomotives are working or not, and maybe I can even use this uncoupling mechanism. So maybe let's zoom in a little bit, and yeah, let's assemble the tracks. Oh, 4 of these. These are X-display. 4, they look still okay. Obviously manual uncouplers. Something here's on the wrong side. Let's use another one where everything seems to be on the correct side. And well, we don't really need electricity to pass, so we just stick them together. I never understand why people just don't provide fish plates when they sell secondhand stuff. It's a little extra, but it makes certainly your client happier if you provide fish plates. Sometimes that people find they don't have fish plates by hand, and it's just nice to provide fish plates so one can use them. Right, this goes on the other side. Also, it's not the right type of fish plate, so I'll just put it here now. They're a bit tricky to put together. This, I wonder what the problem here is. Why the fish plate is not going in on this side. Yeah, that's not how it should go. Anyhow, so we've assembled all these fish plates, and let's assemble a little train, and let's see whether we can uncouple it, and it works. Not really. When should this not go? So let's try it again. See whether we can. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this uncoupling mechanism. In theory, this should uncouple the two, but nothing seems to happen. Don't know whether I'm doing anything wrong here, but these do not come apart. How come so? Maybe because the stud from the Minitrix is missing. Yeah, so this on this side it looks better. Let's see whether we can uncouple the two here. Let's properly link these two together. Here we go. And uncouple. Yeah, it's a bit frustrating. You know, I'm sure these uncoupler are supposed to work, and I just don't have the energy now to look into these more in detail, because I'm much more interested in these little fellas here. And let's, in order to test these, I'll just bring out my Märklin transformer. Plug it in, connect it, and let's see whether the locomotives are functional or not. So the first one. is this grapher. I see the siding is missing, the wheels seems to be otherwise in a fairly good condition. The wheels are a bit dirty, definitely need a clean. Well, let's see whether let's do something special. Let's put all 3 engines on the track and see which one is running and which one is not running. That's like a little fun game. Seen, these are all the same engines. So this is even a bit wiggly on the track. That's bizarre. As if the tracks were too wide. Can you see that? And the last one. So please, if someone knows why these move sideways, please let me know, because obviously I don't know. So let's put the 3rd engine here. So we've got all 3 locomotives. And let's see what happens. Absolutely nothing. Well, that's not what I've expected, to be honest. I was hoping that at least one of these would move, maybe just too much voltage. So this one here has something happening. So we have a free spinning motor in this one. The second one, with the very jiggly wheels, does absolutely nothing. And the 3rd one as well, absolutely nothing. Well, this wasn't a great purchase, I have to say. They look nice, but they're definitely all spares or repair, and I'll just have to find out what's wrong with these little engines. So for starters, let's remove the electricity, which is not needed, and let's get the tools out. I will just quickly open all the 3 little engines, and hopefully I'll be able to spot the problem straight away. So the first engine, where absolutely nothing is happening, seems to still have the original screw. And let's remove it. A bit of freehand screwing, unscrewing. Should be okay. I don't see what the problem exactly is. Let's take the motor out. And maybe let's put this back in place. Oops. Obviously this way around. So it is a 5-pole motor, and for some reason nothing is happening. So if I give the wheels a little spin, I can see that the wheels are turning, at least the ones where you can appreciate this one and this one. So the wheels are turning. The motor doesn't seem to work. Here goes the screw again. Let me just see now whether things, just thanks to this little bit of movement, have changed. And I'll try to do so with just applying 12-volt directly onto the motor. I hope the wheels don't pop. Well, they will pop out. Here we go, wheels popping out. That's exactly what I didn't want to happen, because this means I have to put them back in, which is a fiddly job, and I struggle with these sometimes. So the screw comes to the front. Right, so I'm holding these, and I've got now 8 volt. And let's see what happens if I apply it directly onto the motor. Some current is pulled, but it seems that the motor itself is fairly dead. Yeah, there's nothing happening with this motor here. Absolutely nothing. This means I have to find probably a replacement motor. Too sad, too sad. But maybe I've got some spare engines lying around. So no, there's really nothing happening. I will now just take out the brushes. I'll have to take out the brushes this way. Hope it's not the entire motor is broken. Right, let's reassemble the first one, where there's not much I can do like right now. Right. So number one seems to have a problem with the motor. Number two, just to remind me of what the issue was, which is, the motor is working, but nothing is happening, so that's it's not much of an issue here. And the third one, where everything is well intact, but as well. So the motor is working, but there's no transduction to the wheels. So maybe it just needs a little wheel replacement. This may not be too bad. I can tell already now what the problem is. The motor, the cogwheel for the motor has moved. Can you tell? It's difficult to see, but it's not in the right place. Now you can appreciate it. That's here. The cogwheel has to come further out. And here goes the screw. Let's see whether just by gently moving the cogwheel forward, I'm able to fix this machine. all in the correct position. What happens if I apply electricity now? It turned for a few seconds. Yeah, so this cogwheel needs replacing there, one of the cogwheels. And probably it's the same issue with this little engine. Let's look inside. Yeah, here as well the cogwheel is not in the right position, and we just, it says slid forward. Let's try and move it a bit into the correct position. And let's put this back on. And I've lost the screw again. And in theory, the wheel should be turning now. Well, they were turning. Let's see whether we can make the little engine move. Yeah, clearly the transmission of from the motor shaft onto the engine is unfortunately faulty. One faulty motor and two broken cogwheels. Overall, not the greatest purchase. So 2 boxes, one with some Fleischmann tracks, 2 beautiful, well, it has been seen better times, but a nice Mini Tricks car, and a goods wagon from Lima, Germany versus Italy in this situation. And then the non-running British tank engines. So yeah, I think it's not quite what I was looking for. Anyhow, that's what I've got. Thanks for watching.